the mid-engine sports car, the 2023 C8 Corvette, started to change hands for more than MSRP as soon as it entered Chevy dealerships. When it became evident that manufacturing would remain constrained for the foreseeable future, some owners turned to flipping the sports vehicle, while dealers joined in the fun with their own markups. And now that GM has revealed the starting price of $106,395 for the 2023 Corvette, some Corvette fanatics are already preparing themselves for another round of price gouging. However, according to a post from Corvette Blogger, GM has a strategy to stop the flipping craze. Stay tuned to get the specifics. But first, take a second to subscribe if you enjoy and want us to keep creating more content like this one. Let's roll. Report had it that, soon after revealing the Z06's MSRP, Chevrolet sent an email to potential buyers. While the message's initial section focused mostly on the updated price details, those who continued reading the page were rewarded to an intriguing new offer from GM. More precisely, it seems the car company will provide Z06 buyers $5,000 in bonuses if they keep the sports vehicle for at least 12 months. Instead of mailing loyalty owners checks, GM will award program participants who achieve the ownership criteria with 500,000 My Chevrolet Rewards points. These points may be used in place of cash for a variety of other purchases, including GM financial leasing payments, auto accessories, and dealer servicing appointments. A few other details are included in the email's tiny print and might exclude certain people from the offer. A GM Financial My account and 500 points, $5, are the minimum requirements for participation. The user must be at least 18 years old, and again, the award is only redeemable through the GM Rewards program. Even while many Z06 purchasers surely want to keep their vehicles, the cash gain from selling one of them will unquestionably exceed what GM is offering. It's also important to note that the carmaker claims this program is only accessible for a brief period of time, indicating it may be a 2023 model year-only offer. This scheme probably won't have much of an impact on flippers and markups in the long term just because of that. In light of this, it might be preferable to refer to the rewards points as more value provided to the Z06 for consumers who really purchase the vehicle to drive it, as they are unlikely to be very effective against some lethargic money-grabbing flipper. With all of that said, there has been a recent development. Naturally, thanks to our friends over at the mid-engine Corvette Forum.com, we know there is another thing that GM is doing to actually stop the sale of this car within the first year. If you intend to buy the car and flip it right away, these two issues will affect you. Let's start talking about it right away then. As I mentioned earlier, on the mid-engine Corvette Forum.com, the post begins by stating that the Z06 warranty is void if you sell the car during the first year. However, there is also a greater hammer to be dropped. Let's start by discussing the first and most recent significant development, which is that selling the automobile voids the warranty. So in essence, if you decide to sell the automobile inside the first year, the warranty is no longer in effect. If you ask me, that is completely insane. It raises the stakes and lets everybody who purchases the vehicle, or even considers doing so, know that there is no factory warranty on the vehicle. There are a few reasons why doing so as a used car buyer would be bad, but the main one is that since this car is fresh new and has a brand new powertrain from GM, you'll be purchasing a vehicle with a flat plain crank engine without a guarantee and spending a significant amount of money to fix it. In light of the fact that many customers will be discouraged from purchasing this vehicle used, and that they are unlikely to pay much more than the MSRP if a warranty is not included, GM has made a wise decision. So congratulations to GM. It appears that they are finally taking this to the point where it will have an impact on the buyer, making them less inclined to pay more than MSRP and less likely to even try to sell the car for a profit. Instead, they would just keep it for themselves. Given how big this is, I know you guys must be curious what the second huge solve will be. Again, on the main engine Corvette Forum.com, they go on to explain that the second major issue, with the specific declaration from GM, is that you will be prohibited from making reservations or future sales orders for a few models that are in high demand. Of course, GM will identify those if the vehicles are sold again inside the first 12 months of ownership. As a result, if you sell this car, you won't be able to buy another one or join another list since GM would prevent you from doing so. This is again good news for you guys. This is excellent news because it implies that many individuals will be able to get a C8 Corvette Z06 for a lesser price than you might anticipate. Many of the people on the list at this time had initially intended to purchase the vehicle and then sell it for a significant profit. Now that this has been publicized, it won't actually happen that way, at least not for the majority of people. For all the car enthusiasts out there, this is fantastic news because it means that many people may be dropping off the list, which will allow you guys to actually get the car you want, and for a cheaper price too. I cannot even begin to imagine buying a brand new car and immediately not having warranty on it, so I think this is going to affect the resale for sure. So as I mentioned, the mid-engine-corvette-forum.com is where we got all of this information. However, I want to hear what you guys think about it. Do you believe this will work, and do you think that GM has finally made the appropriate move to stop flippers from flipping this car? Share your thoughts below, and if you're interested in finding out more about this car and its roots, then you don't want to miss this video over here.